my name is Tara Filteau and I am the founder of Mother Daughter Empower. We are a Canadian charity and we're on a mission to empower both women and girls to reach their full potential. And we do that through our programs and services. So we offer free one-on-one coaching and counseling, and we also do free workshops. You'll see us pop up across Ontario and eventually across Canada. And then we also are the founders of our biggest event, the National Mother Daughter Empower Conference and Awards, where we bring together women and girls of all walks of life, and we're there to celebrate them. So this year we had 25 female-owned and girl-boss vendors. We had over 6 panelists and almost 200 attendees, which is really an interesting event that just brings both women and girls together. So 4 years ago, myself and my daughter, we were looking for opportunities for events to attend together. So I love going to women empowerment events, women empowerment conferences. But when I started to look for opportunities to bring her with me, I really couldn't find anything out there. So we originally started Mother Daughter Empower as a kind of cool idea for both women and girls to come together, moms and daughters, and go to empowerment events. So we hosted our first conference back in 2019, and then COVID hit, and we had to pivot. And we decided to do our event online. We pivoted, and we actually ended up selling so many more tickets across Canada to both moms and daughters. And we realized, okay, there's really a need for this type of education, empowerment event. But also during that time, we started receiving a lot of requests for sponsorship. We had a lot of women and moms that were saying, you know, we need this type of education. Our mental health is suffering, but we just can't afford the event ticket. So that really kind of planted a seed. My background is in the non-for-profit and charitable sector. So we decided that we were going to apply for our charitable status. We started with our non-for-profit status and kind of worked our way to getting our charitable status, because we knew that if we could access funding and grants that could cover those costs, then we can empower so many more women and girls. Again, when we started Mother Daughter Empower and we were looking at different opportunities for conferences, I came across this stat, and the stat says that at age 7, a boy's and girl's confidence is the same, but by age 14, a girl's confidence will decrease by 30% in comparison to boys of the same age. So that stat really shook me, and I really feel like as a collective, we really need to see a change in those statistics, and so that's part of our mission as well. It's really important to come together and build confidence in young girls. So it starts very young, younger than we think, and that continues throughout life. So when we originally started, we really focused on, you know, the girls ages 7 to 15, but there's such a need in terms of, you know, support and mental health support, personal development support with also teenagers and young women. So when we did receive our charitable status, we opened that up to all women and girls of all ages, and we particularly focus on girls ages 7 plus. We do one-on-one coaching and counseling. Far too often we see a lot of women or girls, it makes such a big impact in their lives when they have somebody that truly believes in them. So we really develop these relationships in terms of our coaching and counseling, and we like to work with women and girls on an annual basis. So a lot of times you'll find that there's a lot of agencies out there that will help support in terms of a very urgent matter, and we're there to help with that as well. But we like to support long-term because we feel that, you know, it takes a few sessions to develop that trust factor. And then once we get there, there's a lot of magic can happen over the last year. To give you an example, we recently worked with a woman that was in a transition period. She didn't quite know, you know, what she should be doing. She decided to launch her own business, and we really supported her over the last year. And her confidence in herself is completely transformed. And even for her, she is just so grateful to be able to have access to these supports, because, you know, financially she wouldn't have been able to otherwise. So when you look at other programs that are out there in terms of mentorship, and mentorship is extremely important, a lot of times they're doing kind of extracurricular activities where we really go in there and we focus on personal development, growth mindset. We always focus on confidence, because confidence has the ability to, you know, when you believe in yourself, you truly can accomplish anything. So we really tune into those growth mindset skills, and I think that's where we're different from other agencies. So currently a lot of our women and girls that we support is virtually. Usually it's through Zoom, or we can also meet with them as well. Because we're in our very first year of becoming a charitable organization, we're still really focused right now on fundraising. So we do need to bring in more money into the agency so that we can hire out and be able to serve more. So we're in that very, very early stages. But you'll also see us pop up across Ontario for our workshops. We also do free workshops for both women and girls, moms and daughters. So you'll see us pop up across Ontario. And again, as we expand, we hope to pop up all across Canada. So in terms of a lot of the moms, when they reach out and they need support for their daughters, we also usually welcome a session with them, even though sometimes they think that they don't need it, because they're able to discover so much. And as moms, as caregivers, and sometimes that's an aunt or a grandmother that takes on that role, and sometimes that's a dad as well. We have such a huge influence on our kids. I always say, your kids are not going to listen to what they say, but they're watching you and they're absorbing everything that you do. So a lot of times we'll have a mom that'll come in and be like, my daughter's so shy, she won't go out and try new things. And then we start questioning the mom and say, well, what have you done recently to reach out of your comfort zone? So we often find that even though our programs focus on the younger girls and we speak to the younger girls, the women and the moms are absorbing just as much. And so it's a really, really unique approach that we take that benefits all parties. Absolutely. So our girls are growing up in a world that looks far different than the one that we grew up in, the ones that, generations before us grew up in. So we're here as parents and moms, and we're learning as well, especially when it comes to social media and how do we even manage and figure out what to do when it comes to our girls and accessing social media. So that has a huge, huge impact on both women and girls. And it's so important to take in that education together. There's a lot of, in terms of generational traumas, in terms of stigmas, we're trying to make such a big difference, especially when it comes to mental health. That's a huge, huge component of what we do. We need to take care of our brains just as we take care of our bodies. And that's so, so important. And it's important to do that as a family and to do that through both generations of mothers and daughters. So at Mother Daughter Empower, we're looking for donations. We rely on our partners, our supporters, and our donors. We just launched a 100 Founding Supporters program a couple of months ago, where we ask our supporters and our donors to give us a minimum of $25 a month. And we're looking to create those first 100 so we can create some sustainability for the organization. And anyone who is interested in participating, you will receive either your name or your business name on your website that will remain there forever. On our website as well as on social media. So it's a good thank you opportunity as well for the businesses and families that would like to give back and donate. And every single penny that we raise is so much appreciated as a small charitable organization. You can check out our website at www.motherdaughterempower.org. And for anyone that is interested in accessing our services, you could also reach us at our website under services to learn more about all of our programs and services that we have.